joiner. I want you to be connected not only to God as your Father, but to us as brothers and to others as sisters. You were born to join God's family, to be God's chosen. You must be devoted. Devoted by baptism, devoted to the apostles' teaching, devoted to fellowship. We are live right now on Facebook. We probably have, I'm not going to look right now, probably about 6 or 7 people live watching. Some of you on your phones, I'm just assuming that you're watching from different camera angles. When I get home today, I'm going to be like 5 likes. That was a banger message. People like that one. 3 shares. One of them was me. One of them was my wife. Somebody loves us, man. This thing's catching on. You know, there are celebrities, especially like D-grade celebrities. There was an article out of Newsweek that said 55 celebrities that paid for bot followers. There's companies that make up followers. They're just robots, and you can pay them to be your followers. So if you want to get sponsors for our videos, we can pay some money to some bot corporation, and then we'll go from 115 views to 100,000 views. Now they're all robots, so it doesn't really count, but it looks like it counts. And so when you see the Kardashian, they got millions of followers. They probably got some, but they got millions of bot followers too. Somebody made those bots to follow. They made them to follow. In 2024, there's an article that came out saying America had 13,000 military drones. That from a video game controller, they could shoot a rocket. They could blast an enemy with a machine gun. 13,000 of these little planes that they could control remotely. Made in America. Controlled by Americans. They were made to join that army. They weren't made for our enemy. They weren't made for their own purpose. They were made for one reason, to follow. To follow instructions, to follow orders. And I'm trying to tell you, you got to be devoted. You can be devoted to the wrong thing. In the book of Acts, there was a group of men that said, we swear we will not eat or drink until we assassinate that man, the Apostle Paul, who's preaching the gospel. They were devoted to the wrong purpose. And I bet that we have been devoted to the wrong things in our life. We've been passionate and excited about the wrong relationships, the wrong substances, the wrong careers. And those are houses built on sand. And when they fall apart, we find something else to devote ourselves to. And I'm challenging you, will you be devoted to God? Look at Romans chapter 12, verse 1. It's a very sensible thing to devote my body to following God, because this is my act of service. I mentioned before, I don't drink, I don't smoke, even if it looks like I do. I don't. This has to be God's temple. So there's things I ought not put in His temple. You understand? He's talking about don't be joined to prostitutes. Why not? Well, because this body is devoted to God. And how would you connect God's temple with prostitution? You ought not be doing things like that. Why? Because you're holy. You're unique. You're devoted. You have a purpose in life. Romans chapter 6, verse 13. Don't submit your members to sinful living. Your eyes, your mind, your brain, your heart, your hands, your feet. Don't dedicate them to sinful things. Last night we had a great baptism. Ari was baptized. That was awesome. Baptism. We mentioned some of the baptisms before. I remember a number of months ago, somebody was baptized. I don't know if they were just fresh off the construction site or what they had been doing, rolling in the dust and dirt. But after we baptized them, I looked at the baptism and go, oh man, I got to clean this one. Man, there's dust in the bottom. There's pebbles. How do you get pebbles in the baptism, man? I mean, the water was a little bit murky. The water was a little bit dirty, man. I had to get rid of all that water. Why? Because they came a little bit dusty, a little bit dirty. Maybe they had, I don't know. But it was a dirty baptism. It's clean today. It's nice today. But we have to be washed, don't we? You go on a date.